back. Lucy, I'm home. You got a lot explaining to do. Anyway, don't know where the hell that came from. But let me talk a little bit about Crossfire. He put an article out this week called "A Time to Win." He said Crushers are crushing, Wolverines are howling. Hoo! No, not too good at that. Guns are blazing. Beep, psh, beep, psh. Yeah, they're okay, I guess. Anyway, props up. He made a statement. He said, you know what? It's time to win, and I'm going to win this week. And you know what? I hate you. But that's a whole nother story. Let me talk about the two guys that have talk smack. And I think it's basically my brother right now and Wolverines for the last few weeks saying, I'm going to take this week, I'm 3-0, I'm 4-0, I'm 5-0. Everybody else, ballless. No one's saying anything. Yeah, Crushers, you know what? You're 5-1. Don't hear anything from you. But you can say, you know what? I don't talk with my words. I talk with my game. Whatever. Come on, guys. Let's talk a little smack. This is fantasy football. You know what? We're 6 games in. We got 12 weeks to go. And no one wants to say anything? No one wants to say, hey, I can whoop your ass. I got a better team than you. But that ick. Doesn't that what Jim Rome says? I don't know. Either way, I'm not going to focus on the champions. I'm not going to focus on Wolverines, who's number 1 power ranking. I guess you deserve it. Crushers number 2. Yeah, you deserve it. Crossfire number 3. Wait a minute. The 3 teams I just named, they're all ahead of their division at this moment, which is good. But at the same time, there's 4 teams that are 3-3 and 5 teams that are 2-4, and it's everybody's game. This is the first 1/3 of our season. Right now, we played 6 games. The next 6 games will be our next 2/3, and those next 6 to 7 games will be very important. You do not want to go 2-4, 2-5, 3-8, or 3-4 the next few games. You want to have that winning percentage up, because that's what's going to really determine the playoffs. And it's really, really close. But this week I'm going to focus on Electric Boogaloo and Headhunters, both 2-4. We're talking about the toilet bowl games today. Warriors is 2-4 and Mad Dogs is 4-2. And I'm going to talk some smack now, since I've been raving about no one talking smack. Mad Dogs, I know you're a 3-time, I would say 3-time Super Bowl participant, and you won 2 times in a row out of that. And you're a powerhouse in this league to a degree. But Mad Dogs, you ain't shitting in my yard. Hey, take your shit across the street, because you're going down. And that's my smack talk. Yeah, that's my smack talk. I'm not writing a note. I'm not saying this and that. I'm telling you straight up. Okay. So I said that about him. So you know what? I said my smack. Someone else, come on, stand up, man. Have some freaking balls. Someone make it fun. I'm going to make a few interviews here, talk to a few players here in the near future, and maybe I can get things going. I'm going to ask you questions, and I'm going to call you and say, hey, what do you think about this, Bo? And I want your honest answer. And if you're like, oh, he's okay, yeah, he's a winner, I'm going to be like, really? You have nothing to say about that? But then again, everybody has their personality, so I'm not going to rag on it and all that. So let me talk about something else right now. First of all, I want to go into the commissioner's mode. I want to put my commissioner's hat. Here it is. It's on. Here we go. I want to talk about the IR. I want you to realize this, that if your player is questionable and he plays, you're going to have to drop someone that day. And I will try to keep track, and I always do, to let you know that. For example, my running back for the Miami Dolphins played this Monday night. And I knew that he was probably going to play. So Sunday evening, I dropped a player. So if a player's playing that you had as questionable, you're going to have to drop a player. And I will give you a call. And it's going to have to be a player, of course, on your reserve list. Because, I know how it is. It's always day to day. You're not too sure exactly what to do. just realize that I may be calling you during the game or texting you and saying, hey, you need to drop someone. And I've done this in the past. So that's one thing. Next thing I'm thinking about is doing an IR season-ending injury. Now, this is up to you, but you realize that you have players on your roster. We're in week 6, and already we know there's 3 or 4 major players that have gone down that you people have drafted in the later rounds. I want to establish maybe one of those starting this year, because you know what? It will carry on to next year and the year after, where if the player gets hurt, season injury, where he's not going to play at all, that you can actually like stash him away for next year if you choose to keep him in that same round, or if you got him as a free agent in that same round as a free agent. Anyway, those are my 2 things about the IR. Other than that, everybody's doing pretty well. I mean, realistically, everybody's setting their lineup, and if you have any questions, if you need to drop a player or you can't pick up a player because the deadline is approaching, just give me a call. If I don't pick up, leave it on my voicemail, and it will be considered official. I got it. I'm not going to say you didn't call. You did call. That's about it. So other than that, I want to say Warriors rule. I'm going to whoop some ass this weekend. I would like to see, in my own opinion, I would like to see Wolverines and Crushers go down. And you know what? You'll both whoop my ass. That's cool. And that's why I want your ass to go down. So anyway, we'll talk to you later. I was brought back by high demand emails, messages, and everything else, but your commish is back. Don't be a hater. Later.